Welcome back, Fiber Friends. I'm Lynn, the dyer behind Chicken Lady Fiber Arts. This is yarn twiddling number 36. Welcome to my little spot in the world where I talk about knitting, dyeing, and a teeny bit about my life. You can find me at chickenladyfiberarts.com, on Instagram, Facebook, X, and Ravelry. I think I'm Chicken Lady Fiber on Ravelry. It is Sunday, January 18th. It's a gorgeous, chilly day outside, but I'm super cozy in my newly cast off Burgeon shell. This is written by Cheryl at WiseOwlKnits, and this is a darling simple lace cowl that is a breeze to knit. The directions couldn't be easier as it's both charted and written directions. I wore this to church this morning and I received gobs of compliments. I did make some modifications. I used Thicket yarn, which is my best-selling yarn. It's a Ceramasock, nice thick yarn. And I did 3 repeats on the first section, 4 repeats on the second section, and 3 repeats on the third section. Each section requires a needle change as this versions out with each repeat. In other words, it's wider at the bottom than it is on the top. Just like me. Of course, you can make this as long as short as you want. I like my cowls a little less warm, or excuse me, a little less long because I tend to run warm. A few weeks ago in my newsletter, I asked my subscribers how often they would prefer to receive my newsletter. And this question came about because, like you, I have several email addresses and I seem to receive a lot of newsletters from people or places that I've previously purchased from. Some of the companies have decided to send me 1 or 2 emails a day. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's just overkill. So I really don't want to go to your spam folder. I know that you don't want me in your spam folder, and that's why I asked the question. The results were fairly even between receiving a newsletter every 2 weeks and only once a month. And a few of you said, I only want a newsletter when there's a sale. So I'm going to tell you when the sales are. 5th Monday of the month is free shipping day. And August, starting on the 1st of August, running till whenever. I might do it 5 days, 10 days, whatever, all month. I have my half birthday sale. So those are when the sales are. Otherwise, I don't want to keep sending emails out to you because sometimes I have no news to send in a letter. As much as I talk, I know that's surprising to some of you. So in the future, I'll just send an email when I have something to say. For those of you that are in my exceptionally exclusive yarn club, you've already received your January yarn, and wasn't it fabulous? This is from the 1920s. January was the roaring 20s because I'm doing a different decade every month. Social, economic, and technological growth was happening after the World War and the Spanish flu pandemic. Americans were excited about electricity coming into their homes along with refrigerators, radios, and washing machines. As a side note, our own home was built in 1910 before electricity and plumbing. Thank God we have it now. Airplanes, radios, televisions, and films became more commonplace as mass production helped make technology affordable to the middle class. The style of design and architecture of the era was Art Deco, and fashion trends from Paris made its way to Europe and America. Bobbed hair, trendy dropped waist dresses, and cosmetics were now popular. The older generation called these new dresses flappers. This skein is called Art Deco and Flappers, and I have 3 in the shop if you'd like to snag these. Next month's yarn club is based around the 1930s, as has already been shipped out. So if you're in the yarn club, be sure to look for your box in the next few days. So shop news. I hate to say this. I've been waiting and holding off to say this. When I started my business years ago, 2017, 2018, my mission was to have yarn that was made in America. The yarn stores and the fiber festivals that I had been to had lovely yarn, had lovely fibers that were made somewhere else. So I get it. I get that it's less expensive and sometimes the mills are different in different countries. But I proceeded to look for American mills from whom to order, and I was elated when I began my business. Cerama Sock, which this is Cactus Wren. Cerama Sock, my Araucana DK, and my Rhode Island Red Worsted are my best selling bases. Well, this past summer, this is the bad news, my favorite mill back east, that's where most of the mills are, tried to physically change the mill's location. They tried to move the mill. Excuse me. And there have been problems ever since. Your favorite Cerama sock base, my favorite sock base, has been out of stock for, I'm going to say 6 weeks. 4 weeks, 6 weeks. I have emailed the company. I have called the owner. I have messaged through the site numerous times on all 3 of those, and I have received nothing back. Crickets. So I went on to, there's a Facebook page for people like me, and I asked the question, what's going on with this mill? And they said, oh yeah, they've been backlogged for months and they're not answering our phone calls either. So I'm going to carry a new made in America, grown in America, milled in America, and dyed by me sock base, and it's going to be called the new and improved Cerama Sock. Yay! Whereas the old Cerama Sock, this is Caribbean, had 430 yards per, 430 yards per 115 grams. The new sock base is going to be 100 grams at 447 yards. So still the 80-20 merino nylon, so strength and softness. It's going to be a little bit thinner. Am I happy about this? I'm annoyed. Yesterday I wanted to scream, but this is still a 4-ply, and it's just going to be a little bit thinner than the old Cerama Sock. I will go ahead and sell the Cerama Sock that I have now at a discount, and then when the new Cerama Sock is available and all dyed up, you'll see that on the website probably mid-February. Okay, the last 2 videos that I've made for you, some of you wrote some fabulous comments, and I'm sorry, that table moves. I did not respond to you, so I'm just going to respond now, if you don't mind. I've been a little bit busy with the dyeing of the Easter Advents. It's about 1,000 that I've been doing, 1,000, 1,500, I don't know. But anyway, I've been doing that because I want to mail those out on time. Yeah, it's a lot of skeinage. It's a lot of dyeing, drying, twisting, packaging, making sure all the pieces are there. Anyhow, you don't need to know all that. I'm just having fun doing it. But let me respond to some of these now. Sharon Cody Cowgirl Creation said, "Pastel puke, I laughed out loud. Tell Mr. Chicken Lady I still love and wear my socks. I smiled when I saw your hospital basin on the shelf, repurposing at its finest." Those are the best hospital basins, I think. I've had many in the past years, and those have held up. Hi, Lynn. Thanks for knitting the Burgeon cowl. It's always good to see you. Thank you for writing such a lovely pattern. Cheryl, this was really comfortable. So many compliments today at church. So many. Susan Smith and Shauna and Deidre all said thank you for being winners. I didn't do anything. Thank the little wheel spinny thingy. There is going to be a 26 and 26. It's already on the website. Go to my website, chickenladyfiberarts.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you'll see in blog posts where I have the 26 in 26. And Deborah Coulter always says, "Hi, I always enjoy watching you. I always enjoy having you comment, Deborah. Thank you. Pastel puke is gorgeous. I never thought I'd say those words." Well, Shauna, I never thought you'd have to say them. Happy New Year, Lynn. Silly Kitty. Yes, he is. And Marsupio the Magical said, "I'm glad there's a 26 and 26 make along. It helps me get some things done." Me too. I like having little checklists to get things done. In my other video that I posted, this one was the one that was yarn twiddling number 34. Lynn, this is from Shauna Stitches again. "Lynn, your advent knocked it out of the park this year. It truly made all the difference to have a little story and inspiration picture every day. Congratulations on 30 years. That's quite an accomplishment." Thank you. We think so too. He's had to put up with a lot of stuff. So, he's the saint. Happy anniversary, said Susan Smith of Delightful Works. "Tim and I will celebrate 40 years next year." Wow, that's a long time. I'm sure that you're very easy to live with, Susan, unlike me. Susan loves her Festivus yarn. Yay! This is knit out of Festivus, by the way. I don't know if you could see it. Two Sisters and Some Yarn said, "Hey, I finally catch an upload early." Two Sisters and Some Yarn does have a podcast, and I joke that I'm trying to keep on their schedule for podcasting because their podcasts are like every few months. So I'm keeping up with you guys. Very cute fingerless mitts, says Pinko Pal, and they celebrated 30 years together in July. Yay! Kinda Loopy podcast. Kinda Loopy, you did the most amazing job of taking pictures and of my advent, of Freckled Whimsy, and Knitty McPurley's. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Magnificent job. They were all beautiful and well photographed. Happy anniversary. As the kids would say, you absolutely cooked with the advent calendar. I didn't even know the kids said that this year or today. I'm so out of the loop with, the sayings of the youth. Somebody named Harriet said, "Oh my gosh, what a handsome groom you have." I just have to laugh because, Harriet, he looks just like you and your husband. So, Harriet's my mother-in-law. Thank you. He is quite handsome. I think so. I think he's a doll. Travel Lori says, "Good to see you again, my friend. We have the jam advent too. So much fun." I think we have one jar left in the refrigerator. The rest are all on my belly right here, on myself. Happy anniversary, says Sharon Cody Cowgirl Creations. Cody is where she lives. And I always say Sharon Cody as if it's her last name. I'm sure you're yours to that, Sharon. But Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you. And a few others that say Happy Anniversary, and I always enjoy watching you. Thank you, thank you. I always enjoy having you watch me. So I have one more thing, two more things. I'd like to offer a little bit of a freebie to you. This is my exceptionally exclusive yarn club for February, and I have one of these up for grabs. If you would like a chance to win this skein, go ahead and comment depression in the comments. Write the word depression if you'd like a chance to get this little freebie. The 30s, as you know, is all about the Great Depression, and my colorway, I'm not going to show it to you, it's a surprise. My colorway reflects that time period. The last thing I have to tell you today is my knowledge blessing, which is about a group of worms. A group of worms is called a wriggle, and it's also called a clue, C-L-E-W. Who knew? Now you do. So have a jovial rest of your January, friends. Thank you for watching. I know that you have so many choices out there of what to watch and what to consume in your eyeballs and your ears, and I'm so happy and grateful that you chose me. God bless each and every one of you. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.
This is a little game that my husband likes to play with Oliver, and this is called the game of rug. Enjoy. And this is Milo. This is what he does when he wants to go outside.